Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. That starts on Tuesday, April 22nd. It goes to next Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we get some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. Different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, this particular daily, weekly challenge is giving you a hard time or trouble, I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips are greatly appreciated. If you do wonder why I have more score than you take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 50% boost. So 25% of that comes from claiming right off the current Season 20 Season Pass on 3 pages. A 5%, 10%, additional 10% equaling 25%. Of course, you can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. The additional 25% is from a score booster drink I took a little bit earlier. And again, you can only take one score booster drink per day for 24 hours, and that's why I have 50% going on. We do have our work cut out for us here today. As I mentioned during our daily challenge video, we have our dailies, we have our weeklies, but we also have these special event challenges, the Appalachian Outlaw, and again, as well as a little special series season going on, and I'll make a video on that. You can check that out, and we'll go through everything pertaining to that. I'm actually going to re-roll this Collect Caps 2500, so just an FYI, but we will talk about it here very quickly, but I do end up re-rolling it. So Collect Caps, a couple different ways you can go about doing this. You can wait for people to come to your camp, and they can buy things from your vendor, okay? But let's just face it, sometimes that can take forever to do, especially 2500 caps, all right? So just an FYI. The method that I recommend to people is by completing events and by completing quests. You'll get quite a few caps for them, so you can go ahead and do that. And I recommend joining a team, because if one of your team members also does quests and events, you'll get a little bit of kickback there as well as additional caps just by being on their team. Another thing you can do is a great spot right down here. It is Welsh. What makes Welsh special is right next to a train station, so Welsh has a lot of mole miners here. They have a lot of combat shotguns, regular shotguns, missile launchers, and I believe there's anywhere from 8 to 10 weapons just kind of laying around in general. Go around, collect those weapons. Don't worry about carrying a carry weight booster or wasting one. You can just walk right up here to the Welsh station and sell them to the NPC vendor that's up there. We do have all week to do this, so again, you'll be able to spread this, of course, about a couple days if you so wish. You can use the hard bargain perk card under Charisma, as well as the Great Mentat, which gives you better barter rates for 10 minutes, and that will stack with the hard bargain perk card. I usually recommend down here, because depending on the condition, those weapons down there can give you anywhere from 19 to 22 caps each, so that is a really good spot down there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and re-roll that bad boy. So I just want to kind of quickly talk about it if you decide to keep that guy. Let's go ahead and re-roll him and see what we get. Give me a picture of a Wendigo. I'll definitely take that one there, for sure. That's easy score. Alright, let's take a look here, Jimmy boy. Scrap junk to produce Circuitry 15. So Circuitry is a junk item that we cannot use the bulk and scrap method. So let's go to our Tinker's Workbench here just so I can show you that here real quick. We go to the bulk, go to the C section. As you can see, Circuitry is not here. You have to go out and about and find junk items to give us Circuitry. So just an FYI. The bulk and scrap method works with many junk items here in the game, but as you can see, not everything works. There is a camp resource that will give us Circuitry. Is this bad boy right here, this Enclave Data Center. He is not a Collectron, he is a camp resource. He'll passively collect junk items and gives us electronic parts, and of course Circuitry is part of that. So you can see their enhanced targeting card right there in the middle, item stats, so 2 Circuitry. What else we got here? The sensor module, that's a really good one. We can find these in game as well, so 5 Circuitry for that as well. That's pretty awesome, having this camp resource here, right here in your camp or in multiple camps collecting stuff. Just go to your multiple camps, collect away, and you get that daily done in no time. Another thing is if you have a collectron that collects electronic parts, okay, you can go to your little terminal, you can switch him to collect electronic parts. You can do it that way as well, whatever you want to do. We're actually going to go after a couple of those sensor modules, actually. Right up here at Abby's bunker, there'll be 2 of them here, and there'll be 1 right here in Ella Ames' bunker. Now, telephones are also a good source of circuitry. We can find all kinds of them here at the Eastern Regional Penitentiary. And when you go in the front door, that little opening area where you kind of the little visitor center where you visit your family members or friends in jail. And there's about 6 of them right there. Right down here at the White Spring Mall, actually, if you use the north entrance, it brings you right down to the mall. You can use the front door entrance as well, but it's just a digital loading screen to get down to the mall. But there is anywhere, I believe, anywhere from 6 to 8 telephones down at the mall. And I believe right over here, National Radio Astronomy Research Center. There's a lot of super mutants there as well. But that spot's pretty good for about 6 telephones down there. So many great spots we can find electronic parts. Let's go up here to Abby's bunker and we'll take a look for those sensor modules. Again, sensor modules is really where it's at because each one gives you 5. Now you do come here very early on in game as a low level, just following the Overseer's mission. And this is just a level 0 hack. And if you have Master Infiltrator, you can go ahead and just open the door, just like that. Automatic hack, I should say. Let's go down inside Abby's bunker. Now, there will be 5 rad roaches. There'll be 3 right in the area where we have to be. And so there may be an explosion that happens, but we'll see what happens as we get down here. A couple little rad roaches are nice and easy there. Yeah, little explosion. Oh, he died. Good stuff. So right here will be your first sensor module. Again, this guy will give you 5 circuitry, which is pretty awesome, as well as copper and steel, which is pretty cool. And the second one is right up here. Now, if you do have an explosion that happens here, some will grab that there as well. Sometimes they kind of fling about, so you'll have to kind of watch out for them. Now, this guy here, this military-grade circuit board, he'll give us some circuitry there as well. 2 circuitry, pretty good. So this is a really good spot for circuitry just by itself. And we'll finish this off. We'll go down here to Ella Ames' bunker. And there should be one of those sensor modules right through the front door, I believe. I think we're being trolled there. There's someone following us. Let's get inside here real quick. I hear some swamping. Someone's footsteps behind me. So right through the front door. Yeah, it's right here. Perfect. So just like that. Nice, quick, and easy. Let's go ahead and scrap it here. Military-grade circuit board. These 3 sensor modules. Just like that. Scrap directive circuitry. 15 for 15. Done. Just like that. Or you can go after those telephones, whatever you want to do. Or if you have that that little camp resource, you can definitely do it that way. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. All right. Let's take a look at this one here. Take a picture of a Wendigo one. So many great spots we can find Wendigos in around the wasteland. Take a look at that real quick. There's usually one here in Lewisburg. I would say a 25% chance here at the Hornwright Air Purifier Site 3. 25% chance for right here in 3 Ponds. 50% chance here at the Dark Hollow Manor, although I find sometimes there's so much lost in around the area. They usually end up killing the Wendigo, but you can always try your luck there. It's usually in one of those little ravines in around that area, if you've ever been down in this area here, this location. Right over here at Haven Church is one there as well. And of course the Wendigo Cave. Again, a little bit higher level area. There's lots of Mylar Kings, Razor Claws, Crickets. It's a little bit higher level area, so you can try your luck there. Good way to get some XP as well. Let's go down the road to Haven Church. There's also going to be some ghouls here as well, so we'll take care of all of them. Now, keep in mind that even though these locations, I've been giving you some percentages, you have to remember that sometimes the game likes to substitute the Wendigos with bloated glowing ones, so just an FYI there. And again, if we take a look at this weekly, take a picture of a Wendigo. So the Wendigo can either be dead or alive. You're better off getting it dead, all right? That's just my perception. And it says take a picture. We have to use the Pro Snap Deluxe camera. Now we will try photo mode. I don't think photo mode is going to work here, but usually it says camera picture. But it's just weird how it says picture by itself. But we'll try both ways just to kind of go through it here. There's usually some insects on the outside. Sometimes there's some ticks around, etc. We'll make sure we're locked and loaded here. There's usually a couple owls that are up on the roof. I don't know what's going on there. Here's something going on. Oh, there's our Wendigo there. Killed that guy. It's a pretty creepy place if you've ever been here before. Oh. Lock and load, Jimmy boy, come on! Heads are flying everywhere here. We're in danger. I don't know why we're in danger. You hear that little owl on the roof there. So here's our Wendigo here. Make sure you take some great stuff. The Wendigo, again, are good for some weapons and even some fiberglass and screws and sometimes armor. Okay. So let's go ahead here. We're going to try our photo mode, which I don't think is going to work. So photo mode is, of course, off the map screen. Let's try photo mode here. I don't think it's going to work here. No, it's not going to work. So again, we have to use our Pro Snap Deluxe camera. Let's go under weapons. It's this bad boy right here. Now, even though he's an ash pile, we can still see at the top right-hand corner Wendigo. Okay, let's kind of move it away. You'll see those go away. So again, make sure when you're using the Pro Snap Deluxe camera, make sure it has Wendigo in the top right-hand corner of the screen. It doesn't matter if there's other things in there as well, but just make sure whatever you're taking a camera picture of, it's there. Let's go ahead. There we go. Take a camera picture of Wendigo, 1 for 1, done. Now, if you go to the Jim McSteel YouTube page, I will show you how to get the Pro Snap Deluxe camera. It's probably the very first video you come across. Now, I recommend hanging on to it because it will destroy itself if you drop it accidentally. But I have been told by some good, valuable resources there and some subscribers and members that we can get a Pro Snap Deluxe camera again, even though if you've accidentally dropped it and destroyed it. So the first way is the first time you get a Pro Snap Deluxe camera, you'll come across a side quest called the Bucket List. And the bucket list will have you go around the wasteland and take pictures, okay? This guy. And once when you complete the bucket list, we will come across a broken Pro Snap Deluxe camera in around the wasteland, and you can fix them up that way if you wish. Okay? The second way is by coming over here to the White Springs area. If you go over to the the front door entrance here, they'll have random encounters here. Now, depending on one person said it took them about 2 weeks in order to get that random encounter, but it has something to do with taking a photo. And at the end of that little random encounter, you'll have a Pro Snap Deluxe camera there as well. But again, it could take a little bit of time, but so does Bucket List, all right? So it's really up to you. I recommend just, taking good care of your Pro Snap Deluxe camera so that doesn't happen. Let's grab some stuff here, shall we? One lone cap on that guy. Is he dead? Oh, he's just laying there. That's weird. Huh. Okay, buddy. All right, let's see what is next here. Let's go ahead and collect a teddy bear 9. All right, so again, many great spots we can find teddy bears in around the wasteland. One of the most popular videos I have here on the channel, I bring it up here at the knife's edge. Now, the knife's edge itself will have about 3 rat scorpions, but if you head in this direction right here, there'll be a red barn. Now, sometimes the red barn's a little hard to find. There's always enemies around the red barn, so you can use your VATS to pinpoint the enemies and you'll find the red barn. But there'll be 9 teddy bears up here. They'll be up in a little log. Now, you can jump up and grab them, but it can be a little difficult, so I recommend using a grenade or an explosive weapon and just kind of throw it to the side of the wall. and those teddy bears will fling down and you'll be able to grab them that way. Every teddy bear we have in game is here at the Tyler County Fairgrounds, so that is a good spot. 4 of them here at the Clancy Manor, right in the kitchen, in a couple cardboard boxes, excuse me. Down here at Camden Park and around the Dross Toss, there's about 5 or 6 of them in around there. And of course, just going around killing enemies such as Scorched, the odd one will have teddy bears on them there as well. Alright, let's go up here to Tyler County Fairgrounds and we'll find those teddy bears. And while we are here talking about teddy bears, we're going to kill some Scorched at the same time, so let's kill some Scorched 30. So we all know some great popular spots for Scorched. We can find Scorched in many great areas and around the wasteland. We all know about the Camden Parks down here, about Tyler County Fairgrounds, where we're at right now, Davy Willard's Water Park, Place of the Winding Path, and around Morgantown Airport and Collision Course that happens. Right down here through Sutton, etc., etc. So we all know the most popular spots, but if you're brand new to the game, you might not know every spot in the game, and you can go to those spots I just showed you, and they could be totally cleaned out. Okay, can definitely happen. So I do have videos here on the channel. They are called locations for spooky Scorched or locations for festive Scorched. Now, even though it's not that time of year, you can still utilize those videos looking for Scorched, just in case you get that old brain fart. You can't remember where to find any more Scorched, and you're just kind of running out of time. And again, I bring you to about 1921 locations, so you can still utilize those videos looking for Scorched if you so wish. Alright, so let's go ahead here. Let's go ahead. We're going to kill some Scorched. We're going to grab some teddy bears. Again, nothing real special with killing these Scorched. There's a teddy bear right there off of that guy. See that, how I just mentioned? I'm not saying every Scorched will have a teddy bear on them. The vast majority of them will. I'm going to try to do it that way. Huh. There we go. Nice. There should be a teddy bear right up the slide here. Oh. And again, they are kind of spread about here. They're not all in one little location. Another one right there. Nice. Get off of this ride here. Another teddy bear off that guy, as you see. Usually one right here in this little flying saucer. There. There's going to be one right in here. Yep. Always kind of check in around these rides as well. Sometimes there'll be some teddy bears just kind of in around the ride, so it's always good. There's one right there, see? There, just like that. Ouch. Another teddy bear off that guy, see that? We're getting quite a few teddy bears just from killing these Scorched. There's one right here. The ones that are just kind of laying there, they are guaranteed spots for them. Another one right here. Nice, just like that. The most concentrated location is right here at the Bandit Roundup. There's usually about 3 or 4 of them in this location, as you can see there. Pretty good spot. Let's finish it up here. Go after these Scorched here now. Running for the hills. Yeah, he's gone. He's out. Gosh, that's so funny. Should be another teddy bear in here also as well. But yeah, every teddy bear in game is right here in this area. Oh, it's right there. Oh, he's back. How you doing, buddy? All right, let's see how we're doing with that. So we got 24 of 30. All right, let's go somewhere else. Let's go off here to the Wavy Willers Water Park. Let's pop up here. It's another Ghoul officer. Shut this light off and we'll lock and load here. Grab some ammo at the same time, because why not? There we go, keep the Scorched done just like that. Lots of great spots for these guys. Your buddy yapping in the background there. You better hide, he says. Oh, ballistic fiber. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Thanks. Alright. Get up on there. Alright, let's see what's next here. Let's go ahead. Kill some Blood Eagle 30. Okay, so many great spots we can find Blood Eagles in around the wasteland. So the typical icon we're looking for is this particular icon right here, okay? We have the crosshair, Twin Pine Cabins, Hunter's Ridge. Now we have good old Blood Eagle Alley, like the call starts down here. The Sludge Works, Ron's Labor Camp, Widow's Perch, the Kill Box, the Pigsty. Let's keep on going here. Cliff Watch, South Cutthroat Camp, Seneca Gang Camp, right over here to Dagger's Den. We have Bloody Franks. Right down here, Crimson Prospect. Just to name a couple of great spots. The Bounty. Okay, so it's really up to you. The sky's the limit with these guys. Let's start down here at the Sludge Works. And we'll take care of 30 of these bad boys. Let's lock and load, which we already are. Get rid of that guy. He is dangerous. He's a predator. Oh, missed him. Just a little bit smarter than the other guys, aren't you? Huh? Hiding behind those. Oh, we got him way over here. Nice. Grab some stuff here. Yeah, what did that wheel be able to do to you, Jim? Huh? Nothing. What are you doing shooting at it then? Don't know. You had that 44 snub-nosed pistol. The cow machine gun. Make sure you can take care of that cat first, because he's plasma cartridges here. Not like I really need them. We're still in caution. Yeah, caution. When we're looking for power armor, we can't find it to save our lives, and there's one right there. Anywho, don't know why we're in caution, but it is what it is. There's a nice little spot there. Let's keep going. Let's go up here to the Roland's labor camp. There'll be at least 10 of them up here, so we'll put a little dent in there for sure. Another officer down there. See him? Weird. Everybody yapping in the background. Awesome. Now again, if you have a couple grenades, you know, or what have you, Molotov cocktails, definitely use them. Shooting at that officer over there. I thought there was someone behind me. Yeah, there is someone behind me. He's right there. Yeah, I thought so. Nice. Get up here for a second. That guy up there, oh, he's too far away from me. He can get me with whatever he's got. Make sure we're locked and loaded here. That flyer. See you later, flyer. We're in danger. Here's someone talking. Don't know where they are, though. Oh, right there. Where you going? Yeah, nice little spot here. Let's keep going. Widow's Perch. There's only about 3 or 4 of them up here, but we'll just keep going here. Go up the old Blood Eagle Alley. Yeah, there's only 4 of them here. Yeah, I wonder why. Get a Tesla rifle. Nope, genius. Alright, one more spot that finishes us off. Go up here to the kill box. That's a pretty good picture there. Morgantown. Sure, we're locked and loaded. Won't even let me load it. There we go.
I didn't even get to this point.
How did I get here? Oh, Blood Eagle, there's debating life. Ah, that's awesome. Nope. There we go. Kill Blood Eagle 30 for 30. Just like that. Like, he got a teddy bear on him as well. So again, just killing enemies, you know, scrap junk to produce something, you know, teddy bears, caps, just going around and playing the game. Like, as long as you have the time for it, you know what I mean? You can definitely get a lot of these daily, weeklies done, just simply playing the game, not really specifically, you know, going and doing the daily, weekly challenges, just go around killing enemies, picking everything up, all the caps and all the junk. Yeah, no time at all. Alright, let's head to our camp here for a moment. And we'll take a look at that, set ourselves up for the next one. Of course, we're in the dark as always here in the game. I don't know why that is. Seems like we're more in the dark than we are in the light. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jimmy. Drink Nuka-Twist 5. Okay, so Nuka-Twist is, of all the Nuka-Cola products, it is the newest flavor of Nuka-Cola. So this came out Season 11 scoreboard when Nuka World on Tour first came out, okay? And a couple ways we can get Nuka-Twist here in the game. So a Nuka-Twist we can get from Nuka-Cola Collectron. I do find it off this guy once in a while. Now, this is the OG one we got back in Season 4, Season 5. We also have another variation. Of course, we go to our build menu and under Resources. Right here. This is the Nuka-Cola Quantum one. This one we got in Season 11. This is when Nuka World on Tour first came out, as well as Nuka-Twist. I find he collects a little bit more Nuka-Twist than the OG one. Alright, so just an FYI. He will go on sale maybe once or twice a year. He's usually bundled with other things, so just an FYI there. But you guys have seen all 10 of my cans, and all 10 of my cans have either or the OG one or this one. Now, we happen to have a free Nuka-Cola Twist here today in game. If you go to the Atomic Shop, it'll be under your featured section once it loads in. Right here. So every day I recommend people, even if you play for about 5-10 minutes, come down here to the special offers tab and claim your free item. So today just happens to be a Nuka-Cola Twist, and I recommend hanging on to them. Either once when you claim them, put them in your stash box. Don't put them on you because you'll accidentally drop them or drink them. Just put it in your stash box and have a couple of them there. And just because sometimes they can be a little hard to find. Now, another thing you can do is you can try players' vendors. A lot of people will sell Nuka-Cola Twist in their vendors for fairly cheap, like about 10-15 caps each. So just an FYI, you can try other players' vendors. Last but not least, the last spot to find Nuka-Cola Twist is right down here, Nuka World on Tour. Let's pop down here real quick. Now, Nuka World on Tour is a free fast travel once when you discover it. So there are events that happen down here in Nuka World on Tour, and I believe there is a very high chance that when you complete those events, you will get one Nuka-Cola Twist just by completing the event. All right, so just an FYI. Good to see you wearing clothes here today there, Gunther. Good man. Yeah. The vending machines is where I wanted to say. So the vending machines down here, again, it's not 100% guarantee. I know Bubbles, I've never seen Bubbles have Nuka-Cola Twist, but these vending machines aren't even 100%. So let's check here. So there's no twist here, but they do collect twists. I have seen them here. I forget what that percentage is. It's very low. it's not 100%. And you can try server hopping it if you so wish. But again, I can see a lot of people re-rolling it. But your best bet is just try other players' vendors, okay? That is probably your best bet to get the Nuka-Cola Twist. Okay? You'll have at least one from today's free offer, okay, free item. So again, you can try it that way as well. Let's go ahead and see what I got on me here. Nuka-Cola Twist here, Jim. Hey, don't be mad at me there. I'm just a little bit of a hoarder. Most of you know. Most of our hoarders at heart, right? But I'm just a little bit more extra one. So there we go, just like that. But I give you all kinds of options. But I can see people re-rolling just because how there's 5 of them that we have to grab. Let's see what's next, Jim. Scrap a pipe gun 20. Okay, so pipe guns we can get from low-level enemies such as Scorched and Super Mutants, okay? Personally, I find pipe guns from the Scorched up here in Morgantown Airport. And if you call in Collision Course, there'll be a lot more Scorched that show up, as well as a lot more pipe guns. Now, they also have melee weapons as well, but you'll have a higher chance to get pipe weapons up here. And you can server hop this area a couple times, and eventually you'll get enough pipe guns. You can scrap them. Again, we have all week to do this stuff. There's usually a couple pipe guns down through Flatwoods. There's a guaranteed pipe weapon right here in Somerville's docks in the building with the Tinker's Workbench. Okay, there's one right on the bench right across from it. And the Super Mutants here in New Gad, they do have pipe weapons on them as well. So you can try that down there as well. Now, what I recommend for this particular one, if you can do it, if you have the material, I would recommend crafting them and then scrapping them, just to kind of save yourself, especially if you're kind of short on time this week, like if you're busy with work or school. I recommend just kind of crafting them and then scrap them. I know you do go through a lot of resources that way, but a little bit easier if you have Fallout first. But again, I did give you some great options to get pipe weapons. Again, we have all week to do it. Okay, let's go ahead here. Now, if you do choose to build a couple, you go under pipe guns here. These are default planes you learn right out of the vault. Okay, you can craft these right at level 1. Okay, and like this pipe bolt action pistol, you see quite a few requirements better, but there's only like 1 or 2. Okay, except for steel for 10, right? But everything we can find very readily down through Flatwoods, all right? So just an FYI, you don't have to go to the far reaches of the wasteland to get those requirements. Let's graph what we can here, 20 of these guys here, just because we can. And then we will scrap them. And again, something that you can always do, just when you're going after your Scorched, you're going after your enemies this week, you know, just pay attention and just pick everything up, you know. And I'm sure if you look, they'll have pipe weapons on them. Not every one, but just a reminder that if you are a returning player, you've been played for quite a while, what can happen, what I always like to kind of mention is, since the December 3rd, 2024 update, the drop rate for weapons and armor in general has significantly been reduced. Okay, so if you haven't played for a long while and you're thinking, okay, I used to get a lot of weapons, used to get a lot of armor, why aren't I getting that anymore? There's nothing wrong with your game, it's just the way they set the game up here now. So again, that's why I recommend just at least build a couple and then scrap them and then go after the enemies that have those pipe weapons. All right, let's see what's next here. Right on, lady. Complete an event 3. So if you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. Vast majority of those events that we do is we spawn in ourselves. Now, we can't spawn in every event in the game, but there are maybe about a half a dozen that we can. And the video is all timestamped, and I show you how to do that. And you can do it on either a private server or a public one. Spawn in those events. Let's take a look here and see what we have available to us here. Oh, we have a Scorched Horde, okay. Project Beanstalk right over here. That's a good one. It's a little long. Right here we have Feed the People. Yeah, quite a few events here. Oh, look at that. Surface to Air. Enclave event, nice. All right, good stuff. And at the end of the day, if you're having a hard time trying to find events, you can always claim a workshop, and usually about 3 minutes later you have to defend that workshop, and that will also count as an event. And even if that workshop doesn't belong to you, let's say it belongs to someone else and you help defend it, that will count as an event. As well as the caravans down here, they are also included as counting as events now also as well. So just an FYI. Let's pop over here to the Mount Blair train yard. We're going to spawn in BattleBot here. Again, every server is going to be different to see what events you have available to you, but at least these ones here you can spawn in yourself. Shut this light off here. Turn around, you're going to take care of this guy here, Mr. Gutsy. Make sure you take that bunker card, okay? Whoa. See you later, buddy. Okay. Go up here and grab the other Mr. Gutsy. And again, get him right in the old thruster there. You're ready, buddy. And don't forget to grab that bunker card. There we go, just like that. And again, if you've ever done this one before, these doors will stay open. Now you have to kind of still go through the paces, okay? It won't let you kind of skip ahead by pushing that button. And what I usually recommend is you walk, you don't run, okay? And you don't wait for the key card. You don't have to watch the key card just slide down. You just interact with it. You just keep going. Walk to the side here, and you just spam the other side because it is, I think it's like a 4 or 5 second timer on that. But after you do it a couple times, you'll get used to it. And once you do it a couple times, you'll get down no problem. And we can hit the master shutdown, done just like that. That event is complete, nice and easy. Nice, great spot in here, and it's always good to check this cabinet. Lots of good stuff in this cabinet, as you can see. What was that? Huh, interesting. Lots of great stuff. All right, let's go somewhere else here. Let's pop up here to Baltic Agricultural Research Center, and we're going to spawn in fertile soil. This is probably one of the first events you do as a brand new character. There we go, just like that.
Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Now this is a great spot here, these robots. Robots are good for steel, they're good for lead, good for aluminum, and great spot. Let's take care of these robots here. Now we're just here to do the event. I'm not going to go after every robot. Now you can make your way to the little fun house here if you so wish. We're just going to enter in through the roof here.
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors.
Alright, so we're just going to get our sneak on here. Head downstairs, and again, you can go to the little fun house and go after all the robots. We're just here to do the event. There's usually one more ghoul. Let's check this mainframe here. Targeting parameters, remove human class, done. Just like that. There's our second event done. Just like that. Sure we can log and load. I don't know where that third ghoul is. That's weird. Alright, let's go to another good spot for an event we can spawn in right up here in Grafton. Let's go to Grafton Station and we'll work our way in from the south side. I prefer going into Grafton from the south side just because if you go from the north side, just a bunch of super mutants up there. This way here, just a little bit easier. Now this one here in Grafton, we have a possibility of 2 events up here. Grafton Day or Protest March. I'm hoping it's going to be Grafton Day because it'll be nice, quick, and easy. Just run into Grafton just like this. Grafton Day, beautiful. Love it. Alright, so our Grafton monster's just over here. Get him right in the old blowholes there. Done, just like that. Grab our stuff here. And it's that easy. Complete an event, 3 for 3 done. Super easy. Nice. Alright, let's head back to our camp here and we'll take a look at the last one. Here at the old Crossroads Gym. Good old O'Connor there. That's funny. Nice. Okay, let's put this weapon away here. Let's take a look at the last one here. Collect pre-war food, 20. All right, good stuff. So we can find pre-war food all over the wasteland. There are a couple of spots we can check just to kind of show you where you can find a little bit more of a concentration of pre-war food. But we also have camp resources available to us. Just in case if anyone's wondering, that's a little glitchy there, isn't it? All right, so we do have the popcorn machine. Where is my popcorn machine? I can hear it. What's in here? Here. Oh, jeez, Jim, you walked right by it. You guys are screaming and yelling at the screen, right? Jim, you passed it, buds. So this popcorn machine, actually, this is the one that's in the Atomic Shop right now, actually. This is the yellow Hollywood version. Now, there's 3 different versions. There's a OG version, it's red. This yellow Hollywood version. And then we have a Nuka-Cola version, but they all do the same thing. They're just different reskins of the OG one. But I'll pass you to collect 12 popcorn, and popcorn is great for pre-war food and eat a cake, pie, or candy. Great camp resource to get. Weenie Wagon. So if you ever completed Graham's Meat Cook, that's the only way to get this Weenie Wagon plan. We'll never find this in the Atomic Shop. You only get this plan by completing the Graham's Meat Cook. All right, so some of you do have it for sure. I do see in other players' camps, and usually people that have them will usually sell canned dog food in their vendors. So you can always try other players' vendors as well for canned dog food, which of course is pre-war food. For returning players, we have these Nuka-Cola candy machines. Again, we got these back in Season 11 Scoreboard when Nuka World on Tour first came out. And again, they're great camp resources to have. The red one for sure is in the Atomic Shop rotation, not in this week, obviously, but it is in the rotation. It will pop up a couple times a year, so just an FYI, but it's usually bundled with other things, right? So great camp resources that we have at our fingertips for pre-war food, okay? So pre-war food, the first spot we're going to take a look here in the wasteland, toxic dried lake beds. Let's pop up here. And I'm just going to kind of show you some areas that I find concentration of them. Now there are going to be some Mirelurks here, but we're not here for the Mirelurks, we're just here for the pre-war food. So we're just going to kind of bypass those guys. We're going right down to this little diner here. And this diner is a nice little area. Now, you may need a jetpack to get up here, but if you have Marsupial, you get up on this dumpster here and get up on the roof, this roof right here. And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 pre-war food just in this one little area here. It's a really nice area, okay? Once in a while, there'll be some pre-war food up here, but it's usually just a bunch of ammo out here. All right, so just an FYI there. Let's go to the next spot. Most of us know this one down here in Flatwoods. Let's pop over here. All right, so once we're here in Flatwoods, we're going to go right down here towards the tavern. Right across from the church. Sometimes there'll be some pre-war food right on this table here. But the main spot is just out back. You will need a level 1 lockpick right in the refrigerator. And as you can see, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pre-war food in this one little location right here. It is a really good spot. Another fairly decent spot. I haven't had much luck with it lately. It's right here in Summersville. So on the south side of town, there'll be a diner, like an old-fashioned diner. Okay, if you head through the diner and right out back is like a little pantry, like a little kitchen. There's usually pre-war food on those shelves. Now I haven't had much luck there lately. I've showed you guys that maybe the last couple of months, but You can try it yourself. Maybe it was just on a bad server, but you can try that there as well if you so wish. Another pretty decent spot for pre-war food in terms of candy and cakes, I should say, is right up here at the pumpkin house. Right on the front porch, we have the little black cauldron. Usually there's some in around that cauldron, and right inside the house there's a little plastic pumpkin right in the living room area. It's a pretty good spot there as well. Camden Park, we were at here earlier, in around that picnic table area. And just out back, there's a lot of chairs that are kind of set out like a little stage. And usually there's a bunch of pre-war food in between those areas. And down here in Camden Park, in around the Raider area, there's usually some pre-war food, like usually some Blamo brand mac and cheese and some Salisbury steak. And again, those are just the most concentrated areas that I find myself. Mama Dolces, some people say Mama Dolces are pretty decent, but I find it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. Back in the day, like, you go, there'd be all kinds of canned dog food, but sometimes I go there, doesn't matter what server I'm on, I'm lucky to find 2 or 3 there nowadays, alright? So you can try Mama Dolces if you so wish, but I find it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. Alright, so let's head back to our camp here real quick. And we will collect from our camp resources. The reason why I don't collect them when I'm kind of out and about, because I'm sure we're going to have some dailies throughout the week. And I like to kind of show off these areas on this private server, because if I pick them up, I'm going to have to reset my game. So that's why I don't pick them up. I just kind of show you. Alright, so let's go right to our popcorn machine, just because this is probably something that most people will have on them. I like that, 12 for 20, just like that. And again, actually, what I think of it there, coffee machine, if you have a coffee machine. So this is the espresso machine, but again, it's just a reskin of the OG coffee machine here. As you can see, it's quite large. But again, canned coffee is also considered pre-war food, so I just kind of forgot about that. I just kind of remembered it as I kind of walked in. Let's grab our canned coffee. There we go, just like that. 4 more. And let's grab our candy from the candy machine, just like that. And all you need is 1 candy machine. Look at that, it collects 24. You'd have been done. I just kind of gave you guys a couple options. And I think we're done these weeklies. We are, just like that. Not bad time. We'll call it 53 minutes. Pretty awesome. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John DJ59, Picquerist, Benny Bunny, Gwen Tretno. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.